After the collapse of Earth's ecosystem, Vesper, a 13-year-old girl who's struggling to survive with her paralyzed father, meets a woman with a secret who will force her to use her wits, strengths, and biohackling abilities to fight for the possibility of having a future. First of all, this movie has really good visuals. The aesthetic is above average. The set design, CGI, and practical effects, along with the makeup designs, provide a lot of eye candy. Unfortunately, everything else is mediocre. This movie is really committed to showing off its most standout elements. The power of the visuals is so strong to the point of story-suffocating emphasis. The world-building details of this movie are so strongly insisted upon that the story actually being threaded through them comes across as half-sketch by comparison. It becomes too difficult to ignore how typical the plot at its core is. It no doubt excels at world building. Unfortunately, it's lacking suspense, thrills, and emotional depth. This movie has an intriguing premise that sounds like it could be a wonderful epic, but it's poorly executed and meandering. The script spends too much time with exposition to show the audience Vesper's bioengineering skills, her relationship with her father, her uncle, and lastly, Camellia. The movie is moving very slow and plodding along, and it's not the case where everything is building to the exciting climax. It's hard to be completely invested in all aspects of the story. It's almost boring. This movie is just short of 2 hours, and it feels much longer. The film's various narrative pieces are not that original as well, which wouldn't be a problem if the movie managed to turn into something more involving. Instead, the movie doesn't make enough effort to fully differentiate itself. The movie's tone is too monotonous without enough levity, so tedium sets in sooner than later. A lot goes on beneath the surface, especially its social commentary about dystopian societies run by the powerful elite. Unfortunately, the script barely scratches that surface. There's not much that we know about Vesper or her world in terms of the societal structures. The lack of exposition of the powerful elites makes the film feel incomplete and less captivating. Jonas is the closest character to a villain. Unfortunately, he's one-dimensional and not very interesting as a character. The story doesn't provide him with an overwhelming reason to exist within the narrative as well. There's a small mystery at play within the story, but as it's approached and then revealed, the payoff just doesn't feel significant, especially given the narrative actions that take place or immediately after. Overall, this movie has some stunning visuals, but they're not enough to make a good movie. We don't think it's worth to watch this in theaters. Just wait on your streaming service.